Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Startup Academy, India's exclusive coaching for ISS examination. Previously, we have completed the full PYQ series of Statistics Paper 1 of 2026, and I have explained each and every question in very detail to all of you. Those who haven't watched it yet, they can watch it on our channel. We have uploaded it, and today we'll be starting with the new series of Statistics Paper 2 of 2026 paper only, and it will also be taken in in some parts so that we can explain each and every question to you in very detail. So let us begin. So today we are taking PYQs of Statistics Paper 2 of 2026 ISS exam. That is the recent one. And we are taking of questions 61 to 80. First of all, I would like you to know that this is again Series A. Those who have Series B, C, D can have the question number shuffled. So the question number won't be the same, but the question will be the same. So you can watch likewise. And here today we'll be talking about question number 61 to 80, and these questions are of official statistics. So first of all, we'll be covering official statistics questions, and then we'll be moving forward to another set of statistics paper 2 questions. Okay, let us move to first question of today's lecture, question number 61. Question number 61 states that which of the following divisions are parts of National Statistical Office of Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. I would like to tell all of you that those who have done the courses that we have provided, and we have provided the lecture videos as well as the full detailed notes of this objective statistics. So those who have done this paper, analyzing this paper was easy for all of us because we have completed majorly every portion. I will be telling you what is new and what has been the PYQs and how the questions have been asked in objective statistics. So those who have done that course, they might have been benefited from this. They would have covered out of 2015 16 questions they would have covered. So the first question says, what are the divisions of the parts of National Statistical Office? So they have given us four options: National Accounts Division, Field Operation Division, Infrastructure and Project Monitoring Division, Data Informatics and Innovation Division. So from the name only, you all can say that National Account Division is the part of National Statistical Office because we are talking about accounts. Again, Field Operation Division is a part of National Statistical Office, which has the function of collecting the information. The Infrastructure and Project Monitoring Division. This is not the part of National Statistical Office because it does not include anything which will be considered under statistics. This comes under MP Lads division. This is very important. We have given the detailed information about this. And the fourth is data informatics, also included in National Statistical Office. So our option number B, which is 1, 2 and 4 is the correct option for this question number 61. Okay. Now moving forward to another question, which is our question number 62. Question number 62 states that which of the following is not an objective of international comparison program. Now this was a new one because this hasn't been included in the previous in the PYQs. So this was a new kind of question. What is international comparison program? It is a worldwide statistical initiative which is coordinated by the World Bank in collaboration with UN and other regional agencies that collects price data across countries to estimate PPPs, which is purchasing power parities. So this is a worldwide statistical initiative. So what are which is not an objective. Not is very much highlighted here, so it is an important point. To produce purchasing power parities, yes, it is an objective. To produce comparable price level indexes of economies, yes, it is included. To monitor exchange rate of different currencies, no, it is not included in this, because thereby it will be comparing the real GDP and consumption and income. So that is why it is not included. To convert measures of gross domestic product of different economies into a common currency, yes, it is included. So option number C is the correct option for this question, which is question number 62. I hope that it is clear. Now moving forward to another question, question number 63. Question number 63 was had to become in this year's paper, which is because it talks about the revised base year. Now we know that this year the consumer price index base year was revised to base 2024 as 100. Previously it was in 2024, it was 2012. So this was an important topic and we discussed in very detail in our courses. So the first statement says that the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, which is MOSPI, is releasing the Consumer Price Index with revised base 2024 as its base year. So this is the true statement. The Ministry of Statistics Programming and Implementation of National Account Estimate have revised their base period to 2023 to 24. It is not correct. It is being revised to 2022 to 23. So 1 year gap has been made here. So this statement is not correct. Which of the following statement is or are correct? Only one statement is correct, which is option A. That is your final answer. Now moving towards another question, which is question number 64. Which of the following are the new initiatives taken for Census 21? Census 21 was the hot topic that has to be asked in the official statistics paper. So this is also we have discussed in very detail in our courses. So here, and this will be important for the next year as well, because next year only the census will be released on March. So it is another important topic for another year as well. So first statement is data will be collected using mobile application. That is true. Uh, this is the first census that will be digitalized. The second one is option to self enumerate will be provided to public. Yes, because they can enroll into mobile application, which is also true. Caste enumeration will be included. This is the first census in which the caste enumeration will be included. So it is also true. So all statements are true, which is option D is the correct answer. Detailed we have given in here. You can read it whenever we'll be providing you the PPT. Now, talking about question number 65. Question number 65 states that which of the following are correct regarding Swachh Sarvekshan? What is Swachh Sarvekshan? It is it was launched in 2016 as a part of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan and has grown to cover 4,500 cities and towns and is widely recognized as world's largest urban cleanliness or sanitation survey. So this is world's largest urban cleanliness and sanitation survey. This was a trick question that wasn't in very much wasn't a hot topic to be discussed here, but they have asked us. So first of all, which statements are correct about this? First is it is world's largest urban cleanliness survey. Yes, it is true. Then it is conducted every 5 years. No, it is not conducted every 5 years. It is conducted annually. It has been given here. So statement 2 is wrong. It is conducted by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. No, it is conducted by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So that is also wrong. Statement 4 says it is conducted by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Yes, that is true. So statement 1 and 4 are only the correct option, which is option number A for this question 65. So seeing this question, we have analyzed that they can ask you any topic about any surveys that has been conducted or that are famously conducted in our country, and holds a greater power according to the world. So here Swachh Sarvekshan was world's largest urban cleanliness survey. That is why it will be important for every upcoming examination. Now talking about question number 66. Which of the following statements are correct regarding agriculture census? Agriculture census has been asked multiple number of times every year almost in objective statistics, and this also we have discussed in very detail in our courses. So let us see which statements are wrong. So first statement, the latest agriculture census has 2021 or 22 as reference period, which is true. It was released on 28 July 2022, so statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 is it is conducted every 5 years. It is quinquennial in the years. Quinquennial means it is conducted in every 5 years. So this is also true. It is conducted by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Here most of the people would have been confused by this, and it is never conducted by Ministry of Program Implementation, Statistics and Program Implementation. It is conducted by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. So statement 1, 2 and 4 are correct, which is option number D as the correct option for this question, number 66. Now moving forward towards question number 67. Which of the following components has the highest share in the expenditure component of gross domestic product revised base? Now the highest share in expenditure, they have asked, the highest share in expenditure will be of private final consumption expenditure, because private final consumption expenditure PFCEs provides 55 to 60% of the GDP of our country, and this also we have discussed in detail in the courses that we were providing. So this was also an expected question. It has option number C as the correct answer. Now moving towards question number 68. Why are official statistics considered a public good? So they have given us option. They are financed from general tax revenue. Yes, that is why they are public good. Their use by one person does not affect the use by others. Yes, if I am using it, then it is not affected whether you are using it or not. Then they are used by public official, but private persons are denied. No, they are used by everyone, public as well as private officials. So option number C 3 is wrong, and hence our 1 and 2 statements are correct, which is option number A. Talking about question number 69, it says that consider the following pairs index released by. Now we have to see which index is released by which. So first of all, pair 1 is CPI-IW, which is Labour Bureau, Ministry of Labour and Employment, which is the correct statement because it is released by Labour Bureau only. CPI-AL and ARL, it is also released by Labour Bureau and not NSSO. So it is wrong. CPI-U Urban Rural Combined is released by National Statistical Office by MOSPI. It is also correct. And WPI, Wholesale Price Index, is Office of Economic Advisor, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So yes, it is also correct. So only 3 of them are correct. So hence option number C is the correct answer for question number 69. Now moving towards question number 70, it states that consider the following statements regarding the NSC, National Statistical Commission. So this also we have discussed in very detail in our courses. Everything which we thought or which we analyzed was important according to your examination point of view. So here this is we are considering. Okay. Now moving towards the option, NSC is the statutory body created through an act passed by the Parliament in 2003. Now it was created by the government resolution. First of all, not an act passed by the Parliament, it was by a government resolution. Recommendations of Rangarajan Commission was taken in 2001, and finally it was passed by a government resolution on 1st of June 2005. So this statement is wrong. Second is NSC has a part-time chairperson, part-time members, and an ex officio member. Yes, it is correct that NSC has these many members. The CSI, Chief Statistician of India and Security of the Government of India and the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, is the secretary to NSC. Yes, it is also correct, and hence we can say that option number 2 and 3 are correct, which is option number B. Now talking about question number 71. This is also one of your PYQs that has been asked many times previously, and this time also it has been asked. First of all, I would like you to know that it was also discussed in very detail, and all the PYQs has been done multiple number of times even in the courses as well as in the test series that we provided. So this was very important. So first of all, union list, state list, and concurrent list. In what kind of list is the subject statistics is present? So I would like you to know that it is only present in state list. Sorry, it is only present in union list and concurrent list, and not state list. So option number C is the correct option, which is 1 and 3 only. Union list and concurrent list, not state list. And every detail has been provided to you, which entry of which list has been given. Question number 72 talks about the SDGs. SDGs are Sustainable Development Goal, which was released by the United Nations in 2016, and it has to be attained by every country, not compulsorily, but it has to be attained by 2030 to make Earth a sustained planet for all the generation, for all the upcoming generations. So this is our SDG, which is talking about that. And we have to see which of the following agencies developed has been which of the following agencies. So they have given us. So first of all, they have been released by UN. So the option number C and D get cancelled because it talks about WHO. Then to track various socio-economy, it does not only include various socio-economy but also includes the environmental factors. So option number A also goes, and we are only left with option number B as your correct option. The United Nations to measure progress across nations in respect of designated goals, targets, and indicator by 2030. Okay, that's your final answer. Now, talking about question number 73. Which of the following are included in the secondary sector in the estimation of GDP? So I will first of all is manufacturing. Yes, manufacturing is included in the secondary sector of the GDP. Second is construction is also included in the secondary sector. Now, if you are talking about primary sector includes agriculture, forestry, fishing, mining, quarrying, extraction of natural resources, which is secondary sector includes manufacturing, construction, electric, gas, water supply, processing, transformation of material, and tertiary includes services. So here forestry and fishing are of first primary section, and mining and quarrying are also of primary section. So these are not included in secondary section, and hence our option number A, which is 1 and 2, is the correct answer. This PDF will be provided to you on the Telegram channel. Those who are already on our Telegram channel can take the PDF from there, and those who haven't joined it yet, you can join that and you will be provided the PDF. Now moving towards question number 74. Which of the followings are collectively defined? This is a part of vital statistics, which is a part of census. So here they have given some definitions and their formulas. First of all, neonatal mortality rate. Number of infant deaths of less than 29 days during the year divided by number of live births during the year in 2000. This is the correct explanation of neonatal mortality rate, NMR. Second is post-neonatal mortality rate. Number of infant deaths of less than 1 year during the year divided by number of live births during the year. One more thing has to be added, less than 1 year and more than 29 days. This was the correct definition of post-neonatal, and hence it is not the correct statement. So option number A, which is 1 only, is the correct statement. Many of you would have corrected it as well, but it has to be included more than 29 and less than 1 year. Okay. Now this is question number 75, which is which of the following are correct regarding which of the following are correct regarding the population census 2027. Second question of population census, very important topic for this year and the next year. So it will be released on 15, it will be the 15th census in the country. So statement 1 is incorrect. No, it is not the 15th, it is actually the 16th census. Second is it will be the 8th after independence. Yes, that is correct. Then part 3 says the reference date will be 1st of March 2027. Yes, it will be released in 1st of March. And the reference date will be 1st of February. No, it is wrong. So our option number 2 and 3 are correct, which is option number C is the correct option. Now talking about the 76th question. In general, inflation is calculated by which of the factor? Inflation is always calculated by CPI, Consumer Price Index. This was very important, discussed very well in your PYQs as well as in our courses. So Consumer Price Index is the correct answer for this part. Now talking about question number 77. Which of the following division under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation deals with eSakshi portal? eSakshi portal is developed by Members of Parliament or Local Area Development Scheme, MP LADS division only. So our option number D is the correct answer. You can see it. Or eSakshi portal was very important this time and we discussed it in very detail. So yes, this was your correct answer. Question 78 was consider the data. Now this time two questions from index number also came in objective statistics, which has been previously also done. So the first question they have given the base period in price, the current period price and percentage change. So we had to find the simple aggressive price index of the above data. The simple aggressive price index of the above data was P01 summation P1 upon summation P naught into 100. Now summation P1 is current price and summation P naught is sum of base price. So if we sum the current price and sum of base price, it was 180 upon 130 into 100. And when we solve this, we got the answer as 138.50 as our final answer. So our option number A is the correct option for this one. This was very easy question based on index number. You would have calculated it. Now talking about another index number question, this would have required ample amount of time because you are not allowed to use calculator in the examination. And here they have asked us to calculate the Fisher's price index. And we know that Fisher's price index is the formula of under root of last year's into past year's price index. So first of all, we had to calculate the last year's price index, which had the formula summation of P naught, P1, Q naught into 100, and past year's had the formula summation of P naught Q1 upon summation of P1 Q1 into 100. After calculating both of them, we had to put it in under root and then solve it. and there was no value that could have been cut by the under root. So the answer had to come in points only, and we have to find the approximate answer. So I hope that you can solve it by your own terms. You can see the formula once more on your own, because I just can't recall the formula exactly. I have written what I recall. I think it is the same. Either it is P naught upon P1 or P1 upon P naught. You can see that by your own. So here last pairs and past tense. Suppose this is your homework for today's lecture. You can find the answer, and the final answer is option number C. You can see the calculations here because they have the computer hasn't taken the knots and the ones here, so we cannot tell you exactly, but I hope but I think this is the final formula. You can recheck and comment down below whether my question was wrong or right, then we'll be correcting it. Okay, now moving towards the last question of the day, which is question number 80. In which of the following price index, the third question of price index, which was not of calculation but just of the formula based question, in which of the following price index numbers weights are the arithmetic mean of the base year quantities and current year quantities? So it is Marshall Edgeworth. It is the weights of arithmetic mean. The weight, which is W, is given as Q naught plus Q1 upon 2. Okay. So this was your final answer for final question of question number 80. Now this series of objective statistics is completed. You all can solve, first of all see this video in the detail and see the PDF where all the solution has been provided in very much detail. Read it once and then try to solve it by your own and make notes from them. That would be helpful for your next year coming year examination. Those who have given the examination, they can see where they lagged, and those who are going to give, they can see what trend has been following in the previous years, and they can practice it by doing the video or by doing the lecture. So that's all for today's lecture. I hope that you understood whatever we have done in this lecture. If there is any doubt or if there is any discrepancy in any answer, you can comment down below. That would be highly appreciable and we'll be replying to you on that. All the best. Thank you.
Welcome to StatUp Academy, India's exclusive coaching for ISS, where statistics meets excellence. StatUp Academy,